Interface Video presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fairhope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Ohio University Lancaster, and Lancaster Fairfield Community Action Recycling and Litter Prevention.
Welcome to Fairfield Today, or at least the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities edition of Fairfield Today. My name is John Bosser. I'm the host of this program. I am Community Outreach Coordinator for the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities. My guest today is David Uhl, our Director of Business Development. David, welcome to the program.
Thanks, John.
We're going to talk about a lot of things today. We're going to talk a little bit about our community employment program, and later on we're going to meet Brandon Muck, one of our employees here at Art and Clay on Main and Square 7 Coffee House, and talk a little bit about him and his career and his art show that's coming up for the next month or so. But it's a big time for us. This is National Disability Employment Awareness Month.
That's right, it is.
Which is a little hard to say.
Yes, it is. It's quite a mouthful.
Tell us a little bit about that, how that, some of the background, how long it's been going on.
Well, it's been going on for quite some time. It's a National Awareness Month, and so much like we have Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month in March, National Disability Employment Awareness Month started out many, many decades ago, and it started out as a week, and then it was transformed into a month several years ago, and this is a time where organizations like ours across the country really focus on the idea of employment and bringing awareness to it. We at Fairfield ED focus on employment every single day, but this is an opportunity and a month that's sort of set aside to help raise public awareness about employing individuals with developmental disabilities, what that can mean for your business, why it's important, and just bringing some awareness to the idea.
It's even more important this year with the governor last year kind of signing the executive order for employment first.
Yeah, that's right. It was 2012 when he said that the primary and preferred outcome for individuals with developmental disabilities will be employment first. And so Fairfield ED has grasped onto that and has worked hard to ensure that our individuals, the individuals that we serve, have an opportunity to work out in the community. We have a number of different programs that help prepare individuals and some that even actually employ them so that they have that opportunity to be out in active community employment.
A lot of training programs around the county.
Yeah, that's right. We have a ton of them, and you know, Job Fusion, which is our employment arm, really focuses on many of the training programs, and we like to talk a lot about our project search models. And Brandon, who you're going to talk to in a little while, is a product of and a graduate of our project search model at Fairfield Medical Center, which is where students in their last year of high school have an opportunity to, instead of going to the high school, go to Fairfield Medical Center instead. This is a partnership with a number of entities, including FMC and Eastland Fairfield Technical and Career Schools. And so what happens is that there's a teacher there for part of the day. They focus on building soft skills and some classroom work, and then on the other part of the day, they're actively involved in internships. And now what I think is over 21 sites at the hospital. Everything from the kitchen and dietary to laundry to facilities and loading and unloading on the docks, clear up to surgery and the police department. And so it's a great opportunity, and it's a 30-week program. So what happens is every 10 weeks they switch to a different department. And so that's one way that we try to help prepare students in internships so that they can come out into the workforce with some transferable skills. Many of these individuals that graduate from the program can go on into the medical field and find a job, and Brandon is an example of that. He also works in the medical field as well, in addition to working here. But no matter where they go, they've gained some of those transferable skills that are so important to employers.
Okay. What are some other programs?
Well, so the project search model, which is a nationwide and even worldwide model, was so successful with students that we said to the project search group, well, we'd like to try to do some with adults. And it's one of the only programs we know that focuses on adults. And so we partnered with Project Search and River Valley Mall and have a project search sort of model there called Discover You. And so at Discover You, these are adults who actually get paid during their internship time, but in about 8 or 10 different stores out at the mall, our individuals will do rotations, again, 8 to 10 week rotations as they go through in different stores, 3 different stores, getting a unique experience in customer service and retail in each one of the rotations that they do. In addition to that, there is that classroom component of well, where there's opportunity to talk about career development, resume building, and soft skill development. And so, again, this option that we have for individuals has a very high graduation and placement rate as well. We find that some are working in the mall in retail and some are working outside of the mall in other retail opportunities. But again, the key is transferable skills, so that really they could go anywhere after they've learned customer service and some of the other skills and work in the community.
Okay. And we also have the project search model working at Designer Shoe Warehouse at their warehouse up there. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, the DSW partnership, again, Job Fusion kind of manages all these things. Doug Mitchell and his crew with Job Fusion, and DSW is a partnership with them and Franklin County Board of Developmental Disabilities. And so we have individuals, and this is focused for adults on the logistics field. So we have students in the medical field, we have adults in the retail field, and now we have adults in the logistics field as well. And so a very similar program to the others that I've described, but adults have the opportunity to go and work at DSW and learn different skills while they're there, all in an effort to then help them develop those skills so that they can go to any sort of logistics warehouse and apply those skills and find employment. Very, very cool. We also have then here at Art and Clay on Main, while you mentioned Brandon is an employee here, and we have 2 getting ready to bring on a 3rd individual that we serve here on employment. We also employ a number of folks that are that do not have disabilities here, and so it's an integrated environment. But we run an internship program here as well, and so 10-week program for adults who want to come and learn some customer service, money handling, retail, and restaurant with both Art and Clay and Square 7 here. The opportunities really are varying in what an individual might want to do and what we can help develop with them while they're here. And so there's a ton of things that go on, all pushing toward that community employment.
The path to employment.
That's right.
Tell me a little bit about how all of these programs are funded.
Well, funding comes through, I think, the most part, OOD, which is a partnership with Ohioans, Opportunities for Ohioans with Disabilities.
I'm glad you said that, because I can never, ever remember what that is.
They've just come up on a year of changing their name to that, Opportunities for Ohioans with Disabilities, and so it's a partnership with them. Each one of these programs, particularly the project search models, are partnerships with OOD in order to help fund those. And then, our funding sources are really varied, federal and state funding in addition to local funding as well. And so depending on the individual and what kind of services they might qualify for, that then sometimes dictates that funding source as well.
Okay. If someone is watching this and they are interested in hiring someone with a disability, first of all, who do they call? How do they get in touch with us?
Well, and again, this is a great thing to talk about, and we talk about it every day, but during National Disability Employment Awareness Month, as we bring more awareness, there's some considerable return on investment when you hire an individual with a disability. And what we try to say to businesses, when Doug is going out and doing job development, when his folks are out working with businesses, or even when I go out and work with a business, we don't want you to do it out of charity.
Right.
We don't want you to do it because it's going to make you feel good. It is, and that's a great byproduct, but we want you to do it because you have a business need and because we have an individual who can help you fill that business need. And so then you're going to find considerable return on investment. Our individuals who are working in the community, some of which have worked in the community for years and years and years in the same job. And so statistically, they have higher rates of being at work, lower turnover, lower absenteeism, productivity goes up, morale within the company usually goes up, and it's just a great thing. And so you see considerable return on investment. It's really not a charity thing. The individuals that are working out in the community really do provide a lot of value to the business in a number of different ways. So we never want it to be about charity. And if someone's interested in more information, and again, Job Fusion is the engine really that drives this car forward, they can get a hold of Job Fusion or me, and the easiest way to find our contact information is on our website, fairfielddd.com, fairfielddd.com, or you can just give us a call, 652-7 220.
Okay. What can they expect? I mean,
Sure.
there are job coaches, there are
Yep.
follow along employment. There's a lot of different things.
Yeah, well, the great thing that happens when you enter into a partnership or relationship with us and with Job Fusion, who again is the employment arm of Fairfield DD, is that you'll talk about the kind of position you have and the kind of employee you're looking for with regard to abilities and skills, and Job Fusion will, based on the individuals that we're currently serving, find the right fit for you, and that person will be placed, and then a job trainer comes along with that individual for the first few weeks in order to help train them in whatever that job is. And so there's hands-on, constant training that happens in those first couple weeks. And then once the individual learns the job and is able to kind of, be on their own with regard to doing that job, the job trainer starts to fade into the background. They're
Right.
always there. And so the great thing about the follow-along that Job Fusion provides is that if any time the employer or the employee has a question or a concern, if something isn't happening right or whatever the case may be, all they have to do is call that job trainer. They'll immediately respond to the
Fix it
site
right there.
and fix it on site. And so and that happens whether someone's employed for a year or for 10 years. That follow along is constant. There's always that check-in, always that availability to have the job trainer come back out. And so we're never just placing someone and then leaving them there to flap in the wind. They receive that service ongoing, and it's a great thing, and it's a great, I think, assurance to the company that you're going to have some assistance should you need it. The other thing is we're not asking folks to do anything that we don't do. So we here at Art and Clay Square 7, as well as even in our offices, employ some of the individuals that we serve, and so we get the same kind of service. If there's something that needs addressed and you as the employer have attempted to address it in the normal course of business, but it isn't working, all you got to do is call that job trainer, and they're going to come right back out and help you.
Okay.
And so it's a great service that Job Fusion provides.
Sounds good. Well, we are here at Art and Clay, and as part of your job as Director of Business Development, you kind of handle what we call our social purpose enterprises. Tell us very quickly a little bit about that, and then we'll go over some of the things that are going on down here.
Sure. Yeah. Social purpose enterprises are those ventures that want to focus on revenue and maximizing revenue as much as possible, but oftentimes in business that's the sole focus, and in a social purpose enterprise that's not the case. Our social purpose is obviously employing and training individuals with developmental disabilities so that they can work in the community. And so Art and Clay, we purchased this about 4 years ago from a private owner, and it's turned into and grown into what it is today, not just a paint your own ceramic studio, but now with glass fusion, and we're starting canvas painting, and we have the gallery down here now. Our blue shoe artists are here, and then just a little over a year ago we added in Square 7 Coffee House, so a full service coffee house that's also a small deli, so you can come down here, have meetings, you can grab a sandwich. We have some other healthy snacks as well, great muffins and cookies, and so it's a great opportunity. First of all, part of our mission of bringing about a vibrant community where people lead fulfilling lives and make meaningful contributions, we're doing that downtown. We're helping to bring about a vibrant downtown because, again, you still can't go and do what we do here at Art and Clay just anywhere. It's a unique experience, especially for the area, and so we're really excited about what, again, Art and Clay Square 7 has grown into. And you talked about some of the events that are coming up, and man, Temple and her crew down here have a ton of stuff happening over the next couple of weeks, and I'll tell you what, as much as happening and as busy as it's been down here today, this is our slow time, because right after the fair, things are going to go crazy down here
Right.
with
You get
the holidays.
Halloween, and goes right into
and then Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Well, every Friday night we have something going on down here. Tomorrow night we have Kelly Miller doing karaoke, which will be a lot of fun.
Very cool. Anyone can come down, and you just come out and hop up and do your thing.
Next week is Kyle Lewis. The week after that, Kelly Vaughn, of course, which is our superintendent's favorite act.
That's right.
Kelly Miller comes back down on the 31st, and we're having, let me get my sheets here, do my best Stan Robinson impersonation with trying to get these sheets out. But it's a fall for all huntingly great event.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Family
it's
event.
a family monster match.
That's
so
right.
it's going to, people can come down, and we'll have prizes for costumes. We'll do family karaoke that night.
That's right.
But come down in costume, can paint something.
Activities. That's
should
right.
be a lot of. It should be a blast.
And what date's that you have?
That is the 31st.
The 31st of October. Very cool.
Now we all, after hours canvas painting, October 23rd here. Bring your own drink and snacks, and it's a great time for adults to come down.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, this is something brand new, John, and it's very, very cool because you can, if you wanted to bring some sort of adult beverage, you could. This is an after-hours thing, so we're technically closed to the public. This is something that's going to happen after our normal closing time, and so it's very, very cool. And this is kind of our first foray into canvas painting. We haven't done a ton of canvas down here. Kind of feel like it's the next step for us. We have the paint your own ceramics, we have the glass fusion. So now we're going to try our hand at some canvas. And the cool thing is that there's a canvas done, and so you just create what's there on the canvas. So it's very, very cool.
And pumpkin mache, which I think is just the neatest idea. We'll show you some pictures of that while I'm talking about it. But we had our first class last weekend. It's a 2-part class. It'll be on the 10th and 11th. Also on the 10th is sifting through muck. And that's probably as good enough a segue as we can have. When we come back, we're going to sit with Brandon Muck as well as with Pam Whiteley, Director of Blue Shoe Arts.
If you find that you hear but just can't understand as much as you should be, or if you've been told that the volume on your television is up a little too loud, the House of Hearing is here to help. Give us a call today for a complimentary, no-obligation hearing test at either of our 2 locations, in Lancaster at 618 East Main Street or in Worthington at 885 High Street. The House of Hearing. Visit us online at houseofhearinginc.com.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Welcome back to Fairfield Today. Our guest now is Brandon Muck.
Hello.
How are you doing, Brandon?
Very good. How are you?
Good. And Pam Whiteley. Pam, your title is exactly what?
We'll do studio coordinator today.
Studio coordinator for Blue Shoe Arts.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, great. Big weekend for you.
Yep, I'm all ready.
Are you ready? Are you sure?
I'm getting ready.
As ready as you're going to be, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I love the name of the title. The name of the show, Sifting Through Muck, and it has a lot of neat connotations. But let's go into a little bit of your background. I've known you for 3-4 years now. I didn't know you were an artist. You kept that quiet.
Yeah.
Hidden talent. Well, good. When I first met you, you were working at the hospital.
Yep.
As a senior in high school. You went to Byrne Union, right?
Yep.
And then through Eastland Fairfield Career and Tech Schools, you came to the Project Search program and worked at the hospital. Mm-hmm. What were your experiences there? Did you enjoy that?
I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
My first internship was dietary, where I served patients to customers and cleaned pots and pans.
Okay.
And my second internship was plant engineering.
Okay.
We did little fixing stuff, fixed a lot of stuff, doors, TVs.
Okay.
And there was a pouree with me.
Okay. And now now that you've left that program, you got hired on there at the hospital.
Yep.
So you're in the dietary program there, working in the kitchen.
Yep.
Still doing that stuff.
Serving different things, customers.
Okay. But you're also working down here at Art and Clay.
Yeah, I really like it here.
Do you? What all do you do here?
Cleaning, a little everything. Cleaning, stocking, putting stuff in kiln, dipping.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And helping out in the coffee bar too.
Okay. Pam, let me talk to you a little bit. When Brandon started working here, when did you guys realize that he had this artistic ability?
Well, we're always looking for new artists and fresh ideas. And he had mentioned, I like to do art. I said, oh, okay, maybe we can have a meeting, kind of sit down and talk about like what you like to do. And after we just kind of got started and he started drawing and kind of doing what he does, it was amazing to kind of see that his style is it's different than a lot of other styles that we have here. So he's very illustrative, very detail oriented, and it's amazing because Brandon sometimes has a hard time verbally or talking about things and ideas and then expressions, and just when you see his artwork you're like, oh my gosh, there's a million things happening that he's able to talk about through his art, just through pictures.
Do you like to use your art as an expression?
Yes, I do.
Feelings? Tell us a little bit about, there's one particular painting there that has a heart in the center and three hands coming in. Tell us the symbolism there.
It is basically marriage.
Okay.
Of God basically healing the heart, making love come back again. And the animals are basically just the family rolling around.
Okay. Tell me, I enjoyed the barnyard piece as well. Was that just kind of whimsical, just kind of...
Yeah, just basically animals and that stuff, and just a family barn.
Okay.
You'll find in a lot of his pieces that there is an overall message of family and community, and people, if it's not, something's broken, it's being healed and brought back together, and that seems to be really important for him.
Okay.
So.
All right, awesome. And then there's other stuff there as well. I like the piece of pottery. How did you just tell Pam, I think I can do that? And
Yep, I went for it.
Pretty much.
Never really had any training as a
Nope.
ceramic artist or anything, but by gosh, it's a pretty nice piece.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, that's something that I think you're also kind of interested in. Brandon kind of has always just drawn. I mean, that's kind of his medium of choice. But in starting here, he said, I just want to learn. I want to learn all different kinds of styles and all different mediums. And so every day we do something different. And so with ceramics or watercolor, drawing, mixed media, sculpture, any of those things.
Okay.
Photography, we're getting ready to start.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Neat. Well, the show, kind of the opening reception is the 10th, Friday the 10th. But then it'll be on the walls here. It hangs until November 7th, right?
Yep.
Okay. So do you hope to sell some things?
Hopefully, yeah. And everyone have fun too.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
important.
key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you excited about it?
I'm excited. Yeah.
A little nervous?
Nervous, yeah.
It's pretty
Why are you
nervous.
nervous?
Nervous because a lot of people might come, but I'm ready for it.
Oh, good. You'll be fine.
He's kind of a shy guy.
He is a
but
shy
The more
guy.
you talk to him, he's not so shy anymore. So it's kind of interesting to see that growth too. But now you'll be the center of attention, and that kind of makes you nervous. Yeah, that's all right though.
You can rock your Ghostbusters shirt for that.
Yeah.
Well, listen, that kind of wraps us up. Again, if you're interested in coming down, it's 150 West Main Street, Art and Clay on Main, Square 7 Coffee House. You can come in tomorrow night for Brandon's show and hang around and do some karaoke. Are you going to do some karaoke?
I'll try to.
Let
but
me tell you
I'm not
about
good
Brandon
at
and
it.
his singing.
Right. Oh, yeah? You're a
He
singer
loves
too?
singing. He does.
I try.
Okay. Okay. Well, I might come down for that. We'll
You
see.
come anytime he's working and he's singing.
Yeah.
All right, okay, good. If you're interested in contacting us, you can just go to the fairfielddd.com website, and you can connect with 150 West Main Street.com here, Art and Clay, Square 7. We have a number of different, everything that comes off of those sites. Look for us and join us on Facebook. If you become our friend on Facebook, you'll get messages of all special events coming up. Brandon, See, I told you it'd be okay, didn't I?
Yeah.
You got to trust me.
Still alive,
Yeah.
still smiling.
Yeah. Pam, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you.
So, thank you so much for everything you've done.
Thank you.
Until next month, this is John Bosser for Fairfield Today.
Interface Video presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, and Ohio University Lancaster.